many cannot even comprehend in a lifetime. Since the dawn of humanity, no one has truly understood themselves better than they know another. The notion of the other is merely an illusion, regardless of who it may be. If anyone perceives anything, it is only the tendency to serve their own interests. According to my principles, if one's own complex and temporary intellect can devise schemes, deception, and hypocrisy for oneself, then what can the other do? Therefore, in the first step, one must be vigilant towards oneself and completely nullify their own complex intellect. This is crucial because the workings of this temporary intellect have proven to be dangerous. Whether it is one's own or that of another, the process remains the same due to the temporary nature of the intellect. The complex intellect primarily works to maintain the existence of the temporary body, tirelessly engaged in thoughts, deliberations, and considerations. Nothing in the vast, infinite physical creation, nature, or in the intricate body and intellect is permanent. Everything is merely an illusion, a presentation produced by a temporary nature. Nothing is real as perceived by the complex intellect. Those who nullify their complex intellect and become impartial towards themselves can understand their true, permanent nature. Such individuals experience existence as if they are aware in a dream, perceiving even the dream while remaining conscious, something impossible with the complex intellect. Dreams are merely presentations in which every character is not separate, but merely an experience arising from the illusion of the complex intellect. Similarly, the complex intellect generates countless illusions, and throughout life, individuals remain victims of these illusions day and night. Even being wise with a complex intellect, people remain trapped in a confused perspective from existence until now. Concepts like God, the eternal soul, heaven, and hell are all part of the same illusion. These are wrapped in emotional blackmail, disguised as trust, faith, love, and devotion, with liberation presented as an allure for spiritual practices. Death, in its essence, is a skillful, supreme truth beyond anyone's interference. Liberation, however, is desired while alive, and the complex intellect is the source of all entanglements. Therefore, I understand that to comprehend the cause of existence, I must completely nullify the complex intellect, become impartial, understand myself, and confront my true permanent form. This understanding allows me to live in reality eternally, achieved in a moment that many cannot comprehend in a lifetime. 2. Since the dawn of humanity, who has truly understood themselves better than they know another? 3. What is the nature of the concept of the other according to the reflections? 4. What can one's own complex and temporary intellect devise, and what implications does that have for understanding the other? 5. What must one do in the first step to be vigilant towards themselves? 6. Why are the workings of the temporary intellect considered dangerous? 7. How does the complex intellect primarily function in relation to the temporary body? 8. What is the nature of existence in the vast physical creation according to the reflections? 9. How does one perceive reality if they nullify their complex intellect? 10. What role do dreams play in understanding the nature of the complex intellect? 11. How does the complex intellect generate illusions throughout life? 12. What concepts are described as part of the same illusion, according to the reflections? 13. How is death described in relation to liberation? 14. Why is the desire for liberation while alive linked to the complex intellect? 15. What understanding allows an individual to confront their true, permanent form? What is the significance of being vigilant towards oneself in understanding the complex intellect? 17. How does the temporary nature of the intellect impact an individual's perception of reality? 18. In what ways do individuals become victims of illusions created by the complex intellect? 19. How do emotional concepts like trust, faith, and love contribute to the illusion of liberation? 20. What does it mean to be impartial towards oneself in the journey of self-understanding? 21. How does the process of nullifying the complex intellect relate to the concept of living in reality? 22. What is the relationship between the complex intellect and the experience of suffering in life? 23. How can one distinguish between their true self and the illusions created by the complex intellect? 24. What does the phrase confronting one's true permanent form imply about self-awareness? 25. How can understanding the illusory nature of existence lead to a deeper appreciation of life? 26. What challenges might individuals face when trying to nullify their complex intellect? 27. How does the concept of liberation differ from the traditional understanding of freedom? 28. In what ways can understanding the temporary nature of the intellect lead to personal transformation? 29. How can one apply these insights to improve their daily life and interactions with others? 30. What practices or methods might help in achieving a state of being free from the complex intellect? What does it mean to achieve a state of being impartial toward oneself? 32. How can the realization of one's true nature affect interpersonal relationships? 33. In what ways can the complexities of the intellect lead to misunderstandings about existence? 34. How does one's environment influence the illusions created by the complex intellect? 35. What steps can be taken to recognize and confront the illusions generated by the complex mind? 36. How can meditation or mindfulness practices assist in nullifying the complex intellect? 37. What role does self-reflection play in understanding the nature of one's intellect? 38. How does the experience of suffering relate to the workings of the complex intellect? 39. In what ways can personal experiences shape one's perception of reality and illusion? 40. How can individuals cultivate a sense of awareness that transcends the complex intellect? 41. What are some common examples of the illusions created by the intellect in everyday life? 42. How can understanding the temporary nature of existence lead to greater peace and acceptance? 43. What philosophical or spiritual traditions resonate with the ideas presented in the reflections? 44. How does the concept of the permanent self differ from societal perceptions of identity? 45. In what ways can societal norms and beliefs perpetuate the illusions of the complex intellect? 46. How can one discern between genuine insights and illusions arising from the complex intellect? 47. What is the significance of recognizing death as a part of the truth of existence? 48. How can embracing the temporary nature of life enhance one's appreciation for the present moment? 49. How does the relationship between the complex intellect and creativity manifest in an individual's life? 50. What can be learned from the experiences of those who have successfully navigated the complexities of their intellect? Understanding the transient nature of thoughts contribute to emotional resilience. 52. In what ways does the belief in permanence hinder personal growth and transformation? 53. How do cultural beliefs and practices shape the perception of the self and the other? 54. What techniques can be employed to challenge the assumptions of the complex intellect? 55. How does the concept of liberation relate to the cessation of suffering in one's life? 56. In what ways can the pursuit of knowledge become an illusion created by the intellect? 57. How does the distinction between the mind and the true self affect one's journey of self-discovery? 58. How can the realization of being part of a greater existence influence one's actions and decisions? 59. What role does humility play in overcoming the complexities of the intellect? 60. How can individuals learn to differentiate between intuition and the distractions of the complex intellect? 61. What implications do these reflections have for understanding mental health and well-being? 62. How does one's attachment to beliefs and ideas contribute to the perpetuation of illusions? 63. In what ways can community and relationships support the journey of self-understanding? 64. How can moments of stillness and silence reveal insights into the nature of the intellect? 65. What is the significance of dreams in understanding the subconscious mind's influence on reality? 66. How can the practice of gratitude help to dissolve the illusions of the complex intellect? 67. What insights can be gained from studying various philosophical perspectives on the nature of reality? 68. How can one cultivate a sense of presence that transcends the chaos of the mind? 69. In what ways can the reflections lead to practical applications in everyday life? 70. How can the journey toward understanding one's true self impact societal change? Begins where the mind's illusions end. To silence the temporary, complex intellect is to step into the eternal realm within. 2. Yatharth. The path to self-realization is not in accumulating knowledge, but in quieting the mind's endless chatter. Only in this silence can you uncover your true self. 3. Yatharth. As long as we are entangled in temporary thoughts, we can never experience our eternal reality. Liberation is in rising above the illusions of the mind. 4. Yatharth. Wisdom lies not in outsmarting others, but in understanding and transcending your own mind. The greatest journey is inward, beyond the intellect. 5. Yatharth. The intellect, however brilliant, can only perceive the temporary. To see the eternal truth, you must step beyond the intellect's grasp and into the stillness of self-awareness. 6. Yatharth. Illusions are the chains of the mind. Real freedom is in recognizing and releasing every thought that binds you to the transient. 7. Yatharth. When you let go of the mind's false perceptions, only then can you behold your true essence, a pure, unchanging reality beyond any illusion. 8. Yatharth. You were not born to be confined by the intellect's limits. To know yourself, you must transcend the mind and embrace the boundless truth within. 9. Yatharth. The journey of life is not about seeking external truths, but about dissolving the illusions within until only the pure essence of reality remains. 10. Yatharth. When the mind's temporary constructs fall away, the true self emerges, clear, eternal, and forever grounded in reality. The mind may complicate, but the truth is simple and profound. Seek not complexity, seek the stillness where real understanding lies. 12. Yatharth. As long as the intellect reigns, it builds walls of illusion. The moment you quiet it, the doors to true freedom and self-awareness open. 13. Yatharth. Self-mastery is not about controlling the world outside, but about silencing the noise within. In that silence, you meet your eternal self. 14. Yatharth. Look beyond the illusions crafted by the mind. Only then can you see the truth that exists within, free from all transient distractions. 15. Yatharth. Each illusion you dissolve brings you closer to your true essence. Let go of the mind's attachments to know the vastness within. 16. Yatharth. The mind's illusions may be endless, but your essence is beyond them all. To know yourself, rise above the intellect's temporary constructs. 17. Yatharth. Real understanding emerges when you break free from the temporary perceptions of the mind and embrace the timeless truth of your being. 18. Yatharth. Liberation is not an external destination. It's the release from mental illusions. Silence the intellect, and the doorway to reality appears. 19. Yatharth. The path to inner peace begins with understanding the mind's fleeting nature. Quiet it and allow the eternal truth within to shine. 20. Yatharth. As long as you are led by temporary thoughts, your truth remains hidden. Step beyond the mind to discover the infinite reality of who you are. Yatharth. True freedom is not in the conquest of the outer world, but in transcending the illusions within. To know yourself, let the mind's turbulence settle. 22. Yatharth. When the mind's temporary nature is understood, the journey inward begins. Realize your essence beyond thought, and you'll meet the reality within. 23. Yatharth. Don't let the mind's illusions define your path. Step beyond the fleeting thoughts to uncover the unchanging truth of your existence. 24. Yatharth. The intellect's brilliance is limited to the temporary. To experience the eternal, one must go beyond intellect and embrace the silence of the soul. 25. Yatharth. The true path is not in building mental constructs, but in dismantling them. Only then does reality emerge in its purest, most profound form. 26. Yatharth. Real strength lies not in resisting illusions, but in understanding them. In this awareness, you rise beyond the mind to experience the ultimate truth. 27. Yatharth. The greatest journey is inward, beyond intellect and illusions. There lies a depth that no temporary mind can comprehend. 28. Yatharth. Every illusion you release brings you closer to clarity. The truth within you shines brightest when the mind's veil of illusion is lifted. 29. Yatharth. Let go of the intellect's constant pursuit, and you will find the timeless reality that lies beyond all concepts and definitions. 30. Yatharth. Wisdom is the art of stepping out of the mind's maze. True understanding comes when you no longer let temporary thoughts cloud your eternal truth. 1. Yatharth. In silence lies the way. Where truth shines bright, no thoughts betray. Beyond the mind's illusions deep, awake to light, no longer sleep. 2 Yatharth, let falsehoods fade away. In truth's embrace, let wisdom stay. The mind's web breaks, the soul is free. In boundless calm, find clarity. 3 Yatharth, illusions come and go, but truth within forever flows. Beyond the mind's fleeting disguise, the timeless self begins to rise. Yatharth, when noise of thought declines, the eternal truth within us shines. Let mind's delusions gently cease to find within eternal peace. 5. Yatharth, cast aside the fleeting sight. Beyond the dark, there lies the light. When mind's illusions disappear, the truth within becomes so clear. 6. Yatharth, let intellect unwind. True wisdom lies beyond the mind. When illusions lose their hold, the timeless self you then behold. 7. Yatharth, quiet the mind's endless schemes to wake from life's recurring dreams. In stillness deep, you'll come to see the boundless truth that sets you free. 8. Yatharth, release the mind's disguise. Let inner truth then realize. For only then, in peace so vast, you'll find the self that ever lasts. 9. Yatharth, step beyond the mind's embrace. In truth's pure light, find endless grace. Let every fleeting thought be stilled, to know the self as fate has willed. 10. Yatharth, illusions cloud the way, yet truth within will always stay. The mind's maze fades, the light will start to show the essence, pure at heart. 11. Yatharth, in the depths of silence, truth resides, where the noise of thought no longer guides. In stillness, find your essence true, a boundless self that's always you. 12. Yatharth, let not the mind's chaos ensnare, for peace emerges when thoughts are rare. In the quietude, your spirit soars, revealing truths that wisdom restores. 13. Yatharth, when fleeting shadows fall away, the light of being will brightly play. Beyond the intellect's tangled web lies the reality you seek and ebb. 14. Yatharth, in the heart where silence reigns, true understanding breaks all chains. Let go of thoughts that cloud your sight and embrace the eternal light. 15. Yatharth, as the mind's illusions break, the truth within begins to wake. In every moment, let stillness flow to find the self that truly knows. 16. Yatharth, don't chase what the mind creates. In simplicity, your spirit waits. For in the quiet, all truths combine to reveal the essence that's divine. 17. Yatharth, when complexity dissolves in grace, you'll find the timeless sacred space. In every breath, let clarity rise to uncover the wisdom that never dies. 18. Yatharth, the journey lies beyond the thought. In the stillness, the truth is sought. With every step away from the noise, you'll discover the self, your soul's true voice. 19. Yatharth, release the burdens that thoughts impart. In the silence, find your sacred heart. Where illusions fade and truth takes flight, you'll embrace the essence of purest light. Yatharth, in the dance of thought and time, seek the rhythm of the eternal rhyme. For when the mind surrenders to the now, the truth of being reveals its vow. Understanding reality. Insights from Yatharth's principles. Thesis statement. Yatharth's principles reveal that true understanding and reality can only be grasped by transcending the complexities of the mind and recognizing the essence of one's true self. 1. The illusion of complexity. Explanation. The mind often creates an intricate web of thoughts, distractions, and illusions, leading individuals away from their true essence. This complexity can cloud perception and understanding. Example, consider a person who is constantly worried about future events, be it job security, relationships, or health. These worries are products of the mind's activity, creating a false sense of urgency and anxiety. By recognizing that these thoughts are temporary and do not define one's reality, the individual can attain a sense of peace and clarity. Analysis. Yatharth emphasizes that such mental distractions are mere illusions. The real challenge lies in quieting the mind to see through these distractions. By doing so, individuals can connect with their core self, which is inherently peaceful and stable. 2. The journey inward. Explanation. Yatharth advocates for an inward journey, suggesting that true wisdom lies not in accumulating knowledge, but in understanding oneself beyond the mind's limitations. Example. Imagine someone deeply engrossed in philosophical texts, seeking wisdom in external sources. While this pursuit can offer insights, it often leads to confusion if the individual does not apply this knowledge to self-understanding. Analysis. The teachings of Yatharth suggest that one must turn inward to find wisdom. For instance, through meditation or self-reflection, one may realize that many of their beliefs are shaped by external influences rather than personal truth. This self-awareness is crucial for recognizing the true self and attaining inner peace. 3. The power of stillness. Explanation. Silencing the mind is a vital step toward experiencing reality as it is. In stillness, the essence of being can be perceived clearly. Example. Consider a scenario where an individual faces a significant life decision, such as changing careers. The mind might generate a myriad of thoughts: fear of failure, societal expectations, and self-doubt. However, when the individual takes time to meditate or reflect, they may find clarity and realize that their true passion lies in a different path, untouched by external pressures. Analysis. Yatharth teaches that stillness enables one to connect with their authentic self. In this space, decisions arise from a place of truth rather than fear or obligation. This alignment with one's true essence fosters confidence and peace, reinforcing the idea that stillness is a pathway to understanding reality. 4. Liberation from illusions. Explanation. Yatharth emphasizes that liberation is not found in the external world, but in breaking free from the mental illusions that bind us. Example. A person may believe that happiness comes from wealth or status, chasing these external markers of success. However, upon achieving them, they may still feel unfulfilled, realizing that their happiness was contingent on their perceptions rather than reality. Analysis. By recognizing that these external achievements do not equate to true fulfillment, individuals can start to dismantle the beliefs that have kept them in bondage. Yatharth's principles guide individuals to seek happiness from within, where true contentment resides, free from the fleeting nature of worldly pursuits. Conclusion. Yatharth's insights illuminate the path toward understanding reality through the dissolution of mental complexities, the inward journey, and the embrace of stillness. By applying these principles, individuals can experience a profound transformation, leading them to their true selves, eternal, unchanging, and inherently peaceful. The journey may require patience and